So here we are, it's Tuesday morning. It's been pouring rain all night, all morning, and Charlotte and I are gonna head out and do chores, and then we're gonna get some electric fence and try and get the sheep out of the nightclub paddock and then chew up some just stray grass around the yard. So we'll see how well this netting works.
Go on, piggies, get your breakfast in ya.
Come on, chickens. Okay, so today is the day we get to test out some of the sheep netting with the solar charger. Really excited about that. I mean, it just opens up so many more options for rotational grazing. And one thing with rotational grazing, as opposed to just having established pens, if you have established pens, you can only graze so many animals and you're really, really limited. Whereas if you're rotating, you're catching all that, what was previously unusable space, and adding value to your land. So now instead of, pasturing 20 sheep, you can maybe rotate 30 sheep. Which, although, the increase from 20 to 30 is entirely hypothetical. I don't know what the number will actually work out to be. Maybe this is my subliminal message to the wife that we're gonna get 10 more sheep. See how that goes. So this stuff looks super easy. I even read the instructions. First thing it says is to roll it all out, make sure it doesn't get tangled. As you can see, I got this part stood. That part's still laying. I just got to move the side-by-side out of here before I can finish the last leg. It actually wasn't too bad, but it came tangled, so that was a bit of a challenge. It tells you not to get it tangled, but when it comes tangled. So that was, 5 minutes, and we had it all untangled anyways. But the only challenge I think we have is going to be the long grass. We want the sheep to eat the long grass down. I typically would have had to bring the lawnmower in here, or like a weed whacker, and trim all this tall grass down against the fence, but of course it's been raining for the last 18 hours, so not able to get the weed whacker in here without just making a heck of a mess. So I'm gonna try it, and hopefully we don't lose too much jam on the solar fence energizer from the wet grass, but we'll have to see. If we're gonna lose too much, I'll have to put the sheep back in their pen over here, and we'll rig this up tomorrow. All right, so I got done putting up the net. I'm just gonna rig up the solar charger here. We have a set of nails on this post back here. I think we had just a standard hot wire rigged up here maybe a couple, 3 years ago. I can't remember what we had in here, but I'm pretty certain it didn't stay in. So we'll see how well the net does. I'm pretty sure if I would have had electric fence here at one point in time, there's gotta be a ground rod. Yeah, there it is. Good chunk of rebar buried deep in the earth. I'll attach that ground and then turn this thing on. Wait for the red blinky light. Yeah, red blinky light's on. Let's go see how spicy this wire is.
Wow, yeah, that works. That works real good.
Okay, yeah, I just about peed in my pants there, so I'm gonna go ahead and let the sheep out, and fingers crossed this works. Here, sheep, sheep, sheep. Here, sheep, sheep, sheep. Here, sheep, sheep, sheep. Here, sheep, sheep, sheep.
Waiting for one of these dogs to touch it. That's probably going to be a yip. Don't get too close, Ben. Got off lucky this time. Well, now you know. It's Taco Tuesday. Everything's extra spicy around here. Hey, Morecambe. Well, I gotta say that wire worked incredibly well. We just seen one of these lambs touch the wire and it jumped probably about 5 feet in the air, so I'd say it's working.
So I was pretty concerned actually that the solar charger on a cloudy day and the fence stand in tall grass wasn't going to be very effective, but we just saw, I mean, it's definitely effective. That 4 foot deep ground rod in wet ground, that sure took care of business there. So I'm just over here in the pig pen. I've run a hot wire all the way around the outside. And the first thing these pigs do, as pigs are wont to do, just put it in their mouth. So you can see they're chewing on it, they're tugging on it. They say pigs learn exceptionally quick with a hot wire, so I'm thinking this may be a very, very short lesson. Just plugging in the Energizer here now. That was quick. So overall, I would say that's a great success. They're learning very quickly how spicy an electric fence can be, and they're in, you know, they've got good containment here. So they're going to be driven into the center of the pen. They're always going to learn to back up, back up, back up, instead of trying to go through the fence. So that eventually here in, I don't know, whatever, maybe a month or so, when we kick them out into the garden with the netting, they don't just charge the net and then punch through. They'll realize that that pain barrier is built enough of a psychological barrier to prevent them from trying to go through. So the Energizer we put in here was just a small little one. It was on sale, I think, at Peavey Mart for like 40 bucks. And it's good for 3 miles. And I thought, oh, well, 3 miles isn't very far. But it worked perfect for the little pens like this. Because, I mean, I could probably go around this thing 50 times and still never go 3 miles. So why do I need a, you know, $120 or $140 Energizer? Might as well just get a small one. Well, I just touched that wire, and it was way spicier than the solar Energizer. Like, that thing just about took me right out of my boots. So it's going to work very effectively for the pigs here. I think it's going to work very effectively for the sheep when we use it over the course of the winter. Now that I'm all done electrocuting myself for the day, which, by the way, I think I need to get a fence tester. I got a pretty good haul of potatoes here. Just dug up one of the other plants, and it looked like it had some Pontiacs, maybe some Yukon Golds right beside it. So got a couple of bonus potatoes. So we're gonna go ahead and have a delicious supper. We got these potatoes, and then we're gonna have some pork chops as well. It's in the slow cooker right now. Really excited about that. So as you harvest your garden, you might be thinking, well, what am I gonna do with all the plant matter? So there's a couple of vegetables you gotta be really careful with. So anything that's in the nightshade family, for instance. So potatoes, tomatoes, strawberries, all that stuff. Don't feed potato peels, the leaves, or anything like that to your pigs or chickens in any large volume. If they get a little bit, it's probably not going to hurt them at all. But if they eat quite a bit, could make for an owly tummy. Well, Charlotte and I just got back from Bloom Enterprises. We ran over there, drop off some Saskatoon pie filling. Nice little treat for them. So you should check those guys out too. They have some pretty awesome adventures. So it's the Bloom Enterprises family farm, and we just went over and seen their chicken coop, and it is awesome. So pretty we got chicken envy, or chicken house envy anyways, so that's pretty cool. And they got some pretty cool cows and stuff over there. We had a Highland cow and a belted Galloway. It's not something you see every day, so check them out on YouTube. And for now, I think Charlotte and I are going to find a snack, and then hopefully we can get her to sleep. She's been a bit of a terror here the last couple of days, but for now I'll let you go. Hope you have a fantastic evening. We'll see you tomorrow.